A shadow across my face. Taking a break here from the brew day. I'm doing the red IPA today, which you can see linked here. It's a Foreign Extra Stout. It's the first one I've ever made. I made a second one after this one, which is still not quite done. I'm probably gonna bottle any day now though. It's about 2 weeks old, maybe about 3 weeks old. You can see the brew day here. And it's the first time I'm opening this, and hopefully it is carbonated. That's a good sign. Yeah, it's carbonated. Could be a little more maybe, but it's not bad. So the recipe, I'm not gonna give pounds of grain that I use because I do 1 gallon batches and most people don't. So I think percentages would be a little better. So percentages are 61% Maris Otter, 11% flaked oats, 11% flaked barley, 6% crystal 20, 4% Carafa 3, and 4% roasted barley. You can see the full recipe link below. I'll have a link to it, but that's just the rough recipe. Mashed it at 155 for 60 minutes. The hops were 0.2 ounces of East Kent Goldings at 60 minutes, 0.2 ounces of Amarillo at 30 minutes, and 0.2 ounces of Amarillo at 5 minutes. And I got this idea using Amarillo from, I think it was a BYO article I read. I'm not sure where I got it from, but it sounded good. And the yeast I used was Y Yeast 1318 London Ale. So I haven't tasted this yet, and the first thing I'm getting is a little bit of roastiness, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not like over the top. And this one I mashed in all the dark grains from the beginning. And the next one I mashed in the dark grains at the end of the mash after they converted. So I thought this might be more harsh, but so far in the smell, it's not. It's pretty nice, actually. I don't know that this be too different than... oh no, this is the black IPA. This is the black IPA. I was like, God damn, that's hoppy. I was like, it smells good, like it's clean, but it's fucking hoppy. This is the Foreign Exchange Stout. And it's also carbonated. It was carbonated because this was from the keg, so that was an obvious carbonation. This is bottle conditioned. I think that's diacetyl. That's it. I've never had it before. I had it on this one. Damn, that's a bummer. Yeah, I let this sit for a while too, and I let it warm up. It was probably in the fermenter for 3-4 weeks, and I ramped it up to various temperatures. Probably got to like 70 at one point for days at a time. Shoot, I used the same yeast for the second one. I hope I'm not getting the same thing. But it's in there. I'm getting a little bit of butterscotch. Well, I'm gonna get the best review I can, and I'm gonna post this still, because I'm gonna be honest with every beer review I do. It definitely has a bit of an astringentness to it, definitely more than my black IPA. I'm glad I opened it next to the Foreign Extra Stout, because the Foreign Extra Stout I did in the mash early, like I said, from the beginning, and the black IPA actually put all the dark grains, or the juice of the dark grains, in the fermenter as it's fermenting. Definitely an appearance to me of more of a harsher burnt flavor to it that the other one didn't have. I mean, it could just be this one batch. It could just be, it's hard to tell because the diacetyl is kind of coming through a little bit on it. God, this is why I do 1 gallon batches, because I have 5, 6, 7 bottles of this, maybe 8. I can dump them all. I don't give a shit. I might leave 1 or 2 around just to see if it, changes, which I doubt it will. I'm really concerned about the second one now, if this has that sort of off flavor to it. And it might not even be diacetyl. It could be something else. I will get a different opinion. My girlfriend's a pretty good wine taster, so I'll get her opinion and say, what do you smell out of this? Not even tell her what she doesn't know what diacetyl even is. So I'm gonna have her taste it and just see what she thinks.
That's good. I like it.
I might bring it to like a homebrew shop, or I should join a freaking homebrew club. And the bitterness is fine. I definitely wouldn't do any more. I can see it being kind of in between like an imperial stout and a regular stout. It definitely has a little boozy taste to it, but it's not like that like 10%, 8% like rip your mouth off And actually, I don't take gravity readings, which I should for my 1 gallon batches, or every batch I should say. But this was supposed to be 6.9 to 7%. So yeah, I mean, it probably finished right there, unless something stalled out, but then I doubt it did. I think it would be sweeter. It's not sweet. But yeah, so aside from the diacetyl that I'm getting coming out of this, it's okay, I guess. The next tasting I'll do might be the Foreign Extra Stout number 2, using the same exact yeast that I did for this one, and we'll see if I get diacetyl out of that too. I actually have it in the fermenter. I'm gonna try it first before I move it off the yeast, and maybe raise it up to like 70 for like a good week just to make sure. That's it. Till next time. Okay, it's been a couple weeks since I tried the Foreign Extra Stout, the first one. I got a second opinion. I brought a bottle to the homebrew shop, and one of the owners there, or I think he's the owner, was a BJCP judge. So he was able to really dissect it and tell me what was going on. He said that there was some diacetyl in there, but he kept saying there was a slickness at the end, and he wasn't definitive. He wasn't like, this is diacetyl. But he was more like, yeah, I think there might be some in there. I was getting a lot more of it early on, but it definitely lessened a little bit. It's still there, but it's definitely not as prominent as I was getting. And he thought the same thing. He didn't think it was super buttery or butter bomb or diacetyl or whatever, but he did say it was there. He said it was there at the end. There was a little bit of slickness at the end. The other comment he made that I thought was interesting was he thought it was a little thin. I'm not getting that as much as he did, but I trust his opinion. I would up the flaked oats or up flaked barley if I were to do it again. No, he thought it was a little bit roasty, a little more than it should be, but other than that, and it being a little thin and having a little diacetyl, he said it was decent beer. It wouldn't win any awards, but I think was harsher on it than I needed to be early on. It was good to get in a second opinion, and I'll probably bring more beers to him more often, or join our freaking homebrew club, and maybe enter into competitions. But I don't really necessarily mean it to win awards, but it would be nice to get some feedback for sure. So here's till next time, and happy brewing and all that shit.
I'm not smelling anything weird.
You don't taste anything weird?
Granted, I tasted through probably 15 wines today and had an IPA.